body. So it's like preventative measure. You know, women are going to use their vagina because according to Anton, that's what we were conditioned to do. Throw it at you, but put your mitten up, boo. Don't catch it unless you're ready to lock it down. Do not give a woman that wants to use sex as an advantage because she's letting you know, nigga, you the fucked up.
Why
You know?
wouldn't they though? Men take the opportunities that are presented
They
to
cannot
them.
afford.
Could they be making different choices? Yes, they could, but
That's how
we're
you
the
block out.
ones willing to sleep with them. And then too many men are sleeping with these women and then getting me too. This is happening
Yes.
so much to where if something is really happening to a woman,
Yeah.
so many women are crying wolf
That's the woman's fault.
and
Absolutely.
making it's all the women's fault.
Outside,
It's
we
all
need
the
some
women's fault. We
accountability.
don't have to sleep with them.
Fact.
What they gonna do if we all say no? They're gonna have to start picking us based off of our talent.
Just for sexual advantage.
So we can't fault men for being men. If we know better, we know we're being too manipulative.
Because they cannot afford to be stupid. You know,
maybe they can't afford it in that moment.
What
If
moment?
we know that they're not thinking. No, but men are as if they're a little bit more short-sighted when it comes to certain things.
It's the debate that she's trying to make. How are we faulting men for taking an opportunity when a woman is willing to give up her body for an advantage in life? How is it the man's fault? It's so funny how like the accountability that's placed on men every given day, every given Sunday, our failures are our fault, our shortcomings are our fault. We don't ever get to blame. Like, yeah, we could say like we had it hard growing up, but that excuse gets old quick. And a man gets reminded of that at a very early age. So how are we then saying a woman can make a decision that's morally incorrect by sleeping with her boss, but yet we're going to find a way to hold a man accountable and say, well, it's their fault too for taking advantage.
Especially when they're sexually aroused and we know that and we're taking advantage of the opportunity.
Wow.
How is that? Yes, it's on the man because he presented the opportunity, but you did not have to take the opportunity. And too many women are taking the opportunity and they're saying, "Oh, he did this to me."
I agree.
I think we all acknowledge that.
It does no good saying the man until the women stop doing it.
It's not a but, it's an addition. It's not like a but.
No, it's not an addition though. We're not equal. Men and women are not equal.
We agree on
that.
Absolutely.
Not. We can be equitable, but we're not equal. So we can't say, "Oh, why can he do this?" and we can't. It's not the same.
Well, that's not what we were just discussing right now. I think,
but we can't keep scapegoating men.
She's the one that gets labeled the pick me chick because she's saying all the real things that are going on in this world, man.
Then being mad, well, why does he have a couch? Why does he have a couch? Why are women putting their behinds on the couch?
Well, you got to talk to Jazz because she said
there will be no couch without open legs. There is no couch without open legs.
There may not be any open legs.
It does not
there
exist.
was never a couch.
I'm just talking about
women will lay on the floor and get ran through.
Supply and demand doesn't work that way, sis.
No, but
supply and demand doesn't work that way, Jazz. There's got to be a supply to meet the demand.
Y'all think y'all know men so well. That's the problem.
We will. Okay, look, there was a time in history.
So women created the couch.
Hear me out real quick.
Yes.
There was a time.
Yes, stop bringing up the couch.
Wait. One mic, y'all.
How did women create the couch?
Molly gonna get you with that couch, Jazz, because the couch is not the issue.
There was a time in history when women's chastity, their virginity, was a prize. And men acted accordingly. So they would court you. They would take you through
it was property, not a prize.
It was property, not a prize? Well, what is it now? It's a coupon? It's a giveaway?
Well, I mean,
what are you talking about?
Their chastity was value.
Well, it could be
there
anything.
Was a value in it, and so a man had to work towards that. He had to work for that.
Y'all
remember
he had to work for it. It was a
7 years that he worked for that. You have to understand there was a value placed upon it. And now the value is much lower. So if it's just what's that?
And pimping and hoeing. I say even while you are correct that there was a time where people value chastity. During that same time, they also valued brothels and prostitution.
But what was the overall culture? That was shamed. That's why you had to have a brothel, though, Jazz. You had to have that because it was shamed. So you had to have it in the cuts of society. It was a taboo to be that type of person. You were a whore. You were a wench.
That's a fact.
You were deplorable.
I get back. But what I'm saying is that
she call her a witch.
You can't. You know what? You're right.
Go ahead,
everything.
Because she has a vagina and she's a witch.
Y'all got it. No, y'all
Jazz.
Because it's just interesting to me that we understand the part that we play. Women should not play into the bullshit that is presented, especially when we are wanting to be taken seriously and we are beautiful. We need to be entering spaces. We need to be entering spaces with our minds and with our skill sets so we can get further and not be taken advantage of. But at the same time, I'm finding it very interesting that the dynamic lives because there were help from men, right? And then we say, well, men are just being men. Are these actual upstanding qualities of men that we should continuously excuse just because they're men, that they can present casting couches?
When women began to give it away, Jess, when women were okay, go ahead. And I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. So what I was saying was that while there is accountability to be had with women, there is some accountability in order to eradicate the situation altogether. There's accountability that should be had on both ends, and I don't think that we should be leaning more on this side or more on this side about who's at fault. We're both at fault if you're presenting it and I'm participating, or if I'm hip to the game. Can I finish? Thank you.
I didn't say anything. Finish. You're so long-winded. Come on. We all have something to say.
Y'all got it.
All the men in the world, like, what if they don't stop putting up casting couches? Then what? Then what?
Honestly,
you still gonna have some skanks that's gonna go to the casting couch.
Honestly, the men are women boring, and oh my God, I'm not gonna watch her on this show. Why don't you wear something a little bit more revealing? You know, people are just here to see how you look. Nobody wants to hear you talk. Just shut up and look cute and you get all the views. So that's what we're told by men. So what do you do then, Molly?
Oprah? What happened to Oprah? The biggest television show on the planet.
Conversation.
Oprah definitely slept with a few people.
Oprah?
Yes.
Who?
You didn't think Oprah something?
Well, I wouldn't be the dude to make a couch for that one.
Gail King won.
Must have been some women she slept on top with.
Liz, what was the question?
Y'all complaining and y'all. How
you find a different job? Go find a different job.
Can I piggyback off what Molly said?
Why do y'all act like y'all don't have options to do other things outside of be on the casting couch or it look like a bimbo?
When we don't win, I see guy content creators that try and fail every single day. It's just the name of the game. When we don't win, we got to pivot and find out where our talent is, or we got to go and do something else. Hey, man, listen, maybe you need to be on the radio instead of being on YouTube. Maybe you need to just go and be an electrician. Hey, maybe you just not good enough and you just need to get a regular motherfucking job. So, but that's not what y'all do. Y'all don't accept failure. Y'all don't accept failure. You
gonna be a slut on that couch, show your titties. You gonna do all that.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get what you. Sometimes y'all just not good enough. Everybody in the world understands that Molly, and not Molly on this panel, but Molly Kiram on ESPN and Joy Taylor has some of the most trash takes in sports. That they do not belong up there with guys when it comes to a meeting of the minds and being able to conversate. But guess what? Women that don't even watch sports or sports shows will sit there and tell us that they deserve to be there. Not that you eat what you kill or any of that type of shit, but in order to preserve their spot, just like Joy Taylor is being accused of in a lawsuit allegedly. She said that she not being forced out. You know what she gonna do? She either gonna make some accusations, she gonna sleep with some more people, she gonna do what she gotta do. So y'all got this secret weapon that y'all complain that y'all have, that guys take advantage of, that you use, that you shouldn't be using, and you can just get there on your own merits, like maybe a Jamil Hill, right? Nobody gave a fuck when Jamil Hill's show went off the air. Nobody cares.
I did.
Can I piggyback off of that?
You were not watching her show, bro.
What Molly was saying that Jazz was talking about, we're talking about two different things. Jazz is talking about the couch thing, but I'm having a different argument in saying that, man, if you are so valuable to the point where somebody would do something like this to you, or you're in a superior position, if you know that there are snakes in the grass, why go in the grass just to smell its pretty, wet, thick flowers?
And
girls
also
to be horny.
Because
They
they're
be
a man,
horny.
and when their dick gets hard, their brain turns off, and we should just give them
Well,
okay
but
because that's
remember,
okay, because that's
but
what
remember,
I
happened.
hold on,
promise
but
you
remember, I'm
that
not
there are
saying it
certain
because we
women,
have to excuse
even here,
the
that
snake from
will
being
not get
in the
my dick
grass.
hard. I
I'm
guarantee
just
you.
saying that
And I
men
will-
You
always
ain't
have to
never
be
got.
ahead.
Listen. First of all boxes not created equal.
Men don't care.
Please,
They don't
please
care.
don't think that just because you're a woman that is going to qualify you. That is not the way that the game works, ladies and gentlemen.
I just wanted to add
I want to be clear. I just want to be clear.
I just wanted to add the casting couch
Stop
is
it.
always used as a metaphor.
Yeah.
I know that's also a real thing, but there's a casting couch dynamic in corporate. There's a casting couch dynamic whenever there's any opportunities when it comes to women in predominantly male dominated spaces. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay,
And
let me
I
get
think Molly is saying it wouldn't exist if women didn't go to these couches.
No, it would probably still exist, but women choose to go.
First of all, everybody can't come to the couch. Some of y'all don't qualify.
We get it. We get that.
That the men are creating the couch.
Excuse to every
Yeah,
single
we talking about the
No.
couch.
So you
All
admit
women are
that
equal,
men creating the couch
Anton.
because men are inviting them to the couch.
How
So
are we
first
talking
of
about
all-
the
Deflection.
couch?
No one was even talking about that.
All women are equal.
First of all,
Y'all
some
are
people is
bastards.
not getting up to the floor to get to the couch in the first place. The
Wait a minute.
So
The
you admit
invitation
that
is not
men
there.
are-
So let's just be clear. All right.
So you
What
admit
if-
that men are in control
Some of y'all
of
don't
this
gotta
couch?
worry about the
Men
couch,
created because
man.
they invite the ones to the couch.
So these
No,
women
no,
are
no,
just
no, no,
dodo
no.
birds and don't have a brain, and they're just zombies going
Some
and
of them,
taking these opportunities.
Yeah, I think both are dodo birds. If you have a casting couch and you're a woman that's going to participate on the casting couch, I think you both are dodo birds. Because why do you even have to do all that?
Is the conversation about a couch or a man's inability
Hold on,
to assess
y'all.
a
We gotta
situation
go
is
to the
dangerous?
super chat. We gotta get to the super chats. We're gonna continue on. You're gonna be able to hold men accountable with the next topic.
My
okay?
couch.
No, it's not about. Oh my God.
My
We're
couch.
gonna get
No. Hold on, Q. Let me just say this last part.
Okay.
My couch has facial features recognition and got facial. I got a new studio. It got facial feature recognition and a weight
looks
limit.
nice.
And a weight limit.
Oh my God, Anton, such a dude.
I'm trying to tell you, I got
Weight
all of the
limit.
technology in that before the door even open.
I'm saying,
You can't get past.
There's levels to this, man.
At first, you got to get past security. He downstairs, right?
Yo,
And then you
sounds
got to get
stupid,
past
man.
the facial feature recognition and the weight limit. Other than that, you can work from home.
Can I show people some of the studio a little bit?
No, don't show them.
All right, okay, I can't show y'all. Go to
You
Anton's.
can show a little bit. Just show a quick
I'm
one.
gonna show you a
That's
little bit, y'all.
Hold on, you hiring? What's going on? What you got a studio for?
This is the studio. Y'all can hear.
No.
Oh shoot, I didn't play it. Hold on. That's the main couch.
It's a big ass
That's all y'all
couch.
getting. That's all y'all getting. Okay, but
And
Why
let me
why
tell
your
you-
couch so big,
Oh,
Anton?
Well, the girl, first of all, the girl that even the girl that I flew in to do the project, she gorgeous.
yeah, she was pretty.
I don't like booger wolves working for me. That's my personal thing.
Why not? What's wrong with an ugly woman if she has talent?
Hold on. What?
We gonna be here all day.
Booger wolves can cook.
Oh
They got
my
good snacks because ain't nobody been in it.
No. Here's the thing. I don't search. So most of the time, like even the girl that came in and she flew in from Atlanta. She stayed in Detroit for 6 weeks. We made sure that she was taken care of. She had every accommodation that she needed in order to get the job done. I have a listen.
Yo, you about
The
to go
recommendation was for her, and so it just worked out like
Get Bayless. Okay, now it's the man's turn. Who wants to go first to hold the man accountable?
1.5 for Skip,
Why
man.
is there a turn? Why can't we hold people accountable when they need to be? I mean, it's not a turn. If you're wrong, you're wrong. It's just we can't talk about men and women at the same time. It's just which one going first. That's it.
I would not be referring to him as Simp Bayless, by the way. Simp Bayless, officially.
Honestly, I don't believe Skip Bayless would have paid 1.5 for no box. I think it's very interesting that was the number that woman decided to share with the world. It just I don't know the man personally. I stand corrected if I'm wrong, but the Skip that has always portrayed himself has always seemed pretty frugal, to say the least. For a rich white man, I'm just going to keep it a bean. He's always appeared to be the most frugal of the riches. And 1.5 for that, like, I could be wrong, but...
Why he a simp?
But that's what men with
1.5
money
million
do.
for some
That's too
what?
high? How much would you pay?
But
Not
wait,
not a
didn't
damn
the person say she knew too
Not
much? What did she
10%
know?
of that.
Because when you pay that type of money, you trying to keep some secrets.
He's
And not in that
married.
What kind of
He's
secrets?
married.
Well, yes, he is.
He's married.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me put this in the
He was
context.
trying to say her and quiet her up
$7 million
because he's
a
married.
year salary,
Someone's audio is
1.5
horrible.
M's, right? So
Mhm.
7 million before tax. They're gonna chop at least 3.5 off of the top of that joint. This man is willing to give almost half of what he's making that year. Absolutely no way. Simp Bayless.
Is that believable? Y'all believe that?
What?
No, I'm just asking.
Well, if he's making that much though a year, he probably, and he's been on there for years, he's probably like a very high millionaire, almost a billionaire. So that's still not nothing to him. 1.5 is probably
Is
nothing
it
to
wrong
him.
for him to offer to pay that? You know, a lot of men pay for it.
Is it wrong for
Is
him?
the amount or the fact that he did it?
Both.
As a
Together?
married man, yes. In that context, absolutely.
So if he's not married, it's okay to offer over $1 million for some.
I wouldn't do it because I ain't a simp.
But why is
He
it okay?
He's a trick. He's willing to trick his money off. If that's
So
what
is it the
he's
price?
into, that's
the price?
him.
Is it the price?
He could pay
Wait,
$100.
wait. How many of y'all believe that A, he offered that to a single mother, and then B, that she would turn something like that down?
$1.5 million.
Ooh,
She not-
good question. I don't believe that he offered that. Do I believe she turned it down? That's a good one.
Not just paying for sex. He paying for something that she must got some secrets
Silence.
or found her. Something.
No. The lawsuit alleged that he offered it to her and she turned him down. How many of y'all believe that he offered 1.5 million, A, and B, that she would turn that down if that was alleged?
No,
No, she ain't turning that down. She makes less than $1 million. Come on, salary. She ain't turning that down.
And it was just to sleep with him?
She ain't turning that down.
Less than
She
a
was
million. She makes less than half of that. Like, she's a hairstylist. Now, granted, maybe she might have clientele on the side, but like the average person isn't just making less than $1 million. You know what I mean?
a hairdresser. She didn't even make close to none of that. She probably made $50,000 a year.
That's what I'm saying.
That's y'all problem. Y'all think people are ran by money. Some people have integrity.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Of her potential. It's not even in the same universe. Less than $1 million, bro. She was 95% less than that.
They're not making much.
Not the question.
Y'all just think just because she's a woman that she definitely gonna take that. No, some people not gonna sleep with somebody who's married, no matter how much they're offered, because they have integrity. She could be a Christian. She can have values. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean that she doesn't have any values. And for you to just be like, oh, well, she only made 50, she definitely wants to turn that down. That's the type of mindset that's very toxic about certain people. Some people would, but some people absolutely wouldn't. It doesn't matter how much they're making because they have values.
But that's not the
like
question.
that's the thing that poor people, even poor women have.
The question: do you believe that man? I just looked it up. He's worth 17 million. I might be wrong. Do you think he offered 1.5 million for a 7-minute nut because he's old as hell? So I highly doubt he's lasting long. So you think he's offering 1.5 million to mess with her?
Absolutely, because that's what rich men do. They throw around money to get what they want. And absolutely, she could turn it down because some people have values and would turn that much
You don't know a rich
money
man
down.
that has ever offered any 1 point nothing or to nobody. Where you getting
I'm
your
just saying,
information
when men
from?
got it, they flaunt it to
no,
get
no.
what they
I'm so
want.
tired of people
It's not
talking that
even.
nonsense.
But ma'am, we're talking about $1.5 million. Like, like, do women think that we just and that's the thing, son. Like the people that don't earn it will never value it the same as the people that have worked their whole entire life for it. This woman seems to think that 1.5 million just falls off of trees. I don't think she's really taking into consideration that there are people that have worked their entire lives that won't see that. Not at one time. There are people that won't accumulate that in an entire lifetime, and she just thinks that, because men throw money around, that we just casually have $1.5 million to just give to a woman for a night of pleasure. It goes to show how just low she values money and just how low she values men overall.
That's what rich men do. Where? Who you know? Nobody. Where you get
I'm
your
just saying, when men got it, they
no,
flaunt it to get what they
I'm
want.
So tired of people
it's not
talking
even.
that nonsense. That's what rich men do. Where? Who you know? This ain't the movies.
Rich, and here's the thing. Rich men are rich because they know how to finance their money. Because they don't take L's like that. Like, that's what makes them rich. It's like the poor trying to understand the minds of the wealth. They don't operate like you Negroes. I'm just gonna keep it a bean, because if they did, they'd be in your tax bracket and not considered rich. A rich man is not dropping 1.5 M on nobody that can't, create residual income back for him. You kidding me? You think that's how the rich operate? To us, whenever they make big purchases, it seems like a waste. To them, that's pocket change. But even the rich will value a coin. She tripping, man. Like, I ain't trying to preach now, but she tripping.
I'm just saying.
How do you know that this is what rich man is offering?
1.5 is crazy.
Got him.
Yeah, I mean, if the Shah in Abu Dhabi is offering 50K, ain't gonna be no 1.5 from St. Bayless. Ain't
Get
gonna
out
be
of
no
here.
way.
You ain't never heard in your life no rich man offering no $1 million for no box. That's what rich men do. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they do. Some rich men will pay women that much just to sit with them, not even sleep with them.
When did it ever happen? When?
I know that it has happened. I'm not going to say days, but I know that it's happening, because they got the money. It's nothing to them.
When you seen that,
and they like to be seen with pretty women.
When? Give me an example. Man. Somebody on TikTok, anybody that has ever heard.
1.5.
I have other women friends who are pretty who be like, I didn't even have to sleep with this man, but they offer me money just to go out with them.
Wait. You have friends.
Should have said that.
Yeah, that's an alley-oop, bro.
So you got friends that said that a man has offered them what to go out with them?
Just money, just to go out with them, just to sit with them because they were that beautiful.
Like how much?
I don't know.
Like how much? So you don't know.
When they got it, they do it. It's not
so
that.
Your friends was telling you, but they ain't telling you
unbelievable. But I don't believe this woman.
Wait, no, because listen. So your friends, your beautiful friends, said that a rich man was offering the money and they ain't say no amount of nothing.
And they didn't have to sleep with them. Yes.
How much was it?
I don't know the amount.
Are they dominating?
I know they paid for it.
$100 in a coupon.
Women are busting it open for $40.
And most men don't have that much liquid cash on them to be just handing somebody 1.5.
Facts. Talk about
I'm not talking about most
men.
I'm saying if men got it, what's the name?
Like, people do not know the average millionaire does not have $1 million in liquid cash. It's not even people, like, broke people must think that someone could just walk into a bank and withdraw $1 million and it happens that way. No, there's a process that needs to go. And even throughout that process, you're still not walking out with an M unless you go to one of the major banks, not some local Chase down the block. You bugging. You know what I mean? Most banks don't even store that in cash. So there's levels to this conversation that needs to be had now, man. Let's talk about it.
Same.
Trigger, how much you think
of that?
I'm saying if men got it, if what's the name?
Trigger, how much you think your friends got?
What's
how much you think they got?
When you see somebody,
Elon Musk, if Elon Musk wanted some box,
when you see
he
somebody
could
do like
offer $1 million and it would be nothing.
When you see listen, that is the first sign that somebody is lying. When they start looking in the air, when they talking while they're thinking about a potential answer, it is the first sign of a lie.
No, I was trying to think of the Elon Musk guy.
No, don't bring it back to your friends. How much you think they got?
That's unrealistic.
Estimation.
I don't know.
No, you know your.
I don't know
what's enough for them? What's enough for them to buy their time?
I know that it's happened.
$40.
Y'all don't have to believe me. I'm just saying my perspective.
But you're making it seem like
I don't got no numbers for
the second sign of a lie is when somebody says, "Y'all don't have to believe me."
This is terrible.
Believe what you want. That is the second sign of a lie. Let's continue.
But Trigger, you can't equate your friends that probably got $40 a meal paid to someone offering 1.5 million. It's not the same.
Chipotle bowl.
I'm sorry. Like he would be dumb to do it because there are women that are willing to fuck him for less because he's Skip Bayless. Like they would mess with him for clout, not even to get money. So it's like 1.5. Like who made her come up with that number? I honestly, it's just so much stuff like that. When I read through it, like I was following the person on TikTok and she explained the whole document. She waited years later to prosecute this man. So it's like, is the fun running out? You got fired.
I think layoffs look. Hey, as Anton's been saying, layoffs are coming. The layoffs are coming. She's running for the hills. She
already got laid off though. She got laid off a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. She's living on the ledge. Absolutely not. This is a fake news. Fake news. Period.
It is.
Yeah.
Waste time.
Yeah.
Yeah, her whole lawsuit sounds suspect, honestly. But I'm just saying it's not hard to believe.
Trigger, your story right now was suspect.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all gotta.
But I don't believe her.
Oh, you don't believe her?
I think she's just trying to get some clout and stuff. It's. I think anything is possible, but I think she could also just be trying to get clout. But I don't know. I would lean more towards it's a false allegation, it's a false thing, but anything is possible.
Not 1.5. Not 1.5.
I don't believe the Skip news, but I definitely believe the Joy Taylor lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a bean. 1.5 M for a box. I wasn't buying it from the rip, but I knew the internet was gonna have their way with Skip Bayless because the internet don't like Skip Bayless. But as far as Joy Taylor's aspect of it, and listen, I believe it.
That makes sense.
She should have made a more realistic number.
She shouldn't have done it at all because we don't want a lie to be believable at all.
Yeah, she should have made it.
I think that a lot of her allegations, there is some truth in it, and I think it's some lies in it. If you read the whole lawsuit, really, the only part that makes it kind of sort of believable for me, is that if you read on, he was more or less mad at the fact that he was saying, according to what she said in the lawsuit, that he thought that she fucked Shannon Sharpe. And so
they clash.
She was saying that he thought that he would say that Shannon is his arch rival, and that she busted down for Shannon because she was a little too friendly. I heard you talking something about a vagina with Shannon. This is what she was saying inside of the lawsuit. Again, I don't know what happened. I'm just breaking it down based off of what was said, right? And so we're going to assume it from that lens. And so I think that a lot of times when guys get jealous of other guys, they're willing to crash out.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes it somewhat believable, is that, it was a competitive thing. I didn't see guys trick off money on a chick because he think that another guy tricked off some money, and so he trying to show off more for her. It's the only thing that kind of makes it believable from my lens. If Skip did that, then he a wild boy for that. But I will say this though, it's funny because I know, or I'm assuming, but in my theory, I don't think that Skip will ever get another opportunity.
No.
Joy Taylor will have more opportunities.
Facts.
And that is the difference between men and women, is that they both named in the exact same lawsuit, both of them. Skip, because he is not top dog, because he is not a great producer right now,
he's not favored,
because he's not hitting on no shows right now, nobody will see value in him. A woman always has an endless amount of opportunities just because she's a woman. And this is why I cannot figure out for the life of me why y'all keep trying to make this a man and a woman both hold responsibility when in reality, it's never going to be fair and it's never going to be equal at different times for different people, depending on who you are and if you're a man or a woman.
You talking about the people, or you talking about us on the panel?
I'm talking about the people in the lawsuit, the people that's Skip Bayless is probably done.
Definitely.
Whatever it is that he got stacked, whatever investments he got to rock out with, go hide in your old corner and shut the fuck up. That's it.
Crazy. Shit just hits different. Appreciate you guys who made it towards the end. Hit the like and subscribe button. Also, let me know what you thought about today's conversation, man. Like, it's a conversation that needs to be had. It's crazy. And the crazy thing is, the Joy Taylor aspect of the lawsuit could be true, while Skip's more than likely a lie or a tongue-in-cheek situation. But yet, it's more than likely going to cost Skip his career. It's insane how the world works.